Hello, I'm Nikki Newman. This is my official YouTube channel. Please subscribe and support us.
CBS Y&R The Restless spoilers, full episodes Thurdays April to 3-026. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday, a beautiful day, though honestly I have been up half the night just staring at my ceiling thinking about Genoa City. My brain is completely fried, but we need to talk about what is happening on the Young and the Restless right now because things are getting absolutely out of control. Okay, so I've been thinking about this whole Victor Newman situation and it's a lot. Like, really a lot. I'm trying to wrap my head around the sheer scale of what Victor is pulling off right now, but every time I think I understand his angle, I second guess myself. Here's what's bugging me. Victor made a promise to take back Newman Enterprises from the Summers conglomerate, and we all know Victor always keeps his promises, but the way he is doing it is completely unhinged. I mean, I know he's the mustache, I know he's ruthless, but this feels like a whole new level of corporate warfare even for him. Or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe I'm just forgetting how far he used to go back in the day. But this current scheme is just wild. Wait, let me back up. First, I should mention exactly what happened in the Tuesday, April 21st episode, because that is the catalyst for all of this. Victor actually launched his master plan, and it is incredibly effective. It's almost scary how effective it is. He didn't just attack Phyllis Summers' stock prices or try a standard hostile takeover. No, he went straight for the jugular. He literally bought out the entire senior staff of the Summers conglomerate, like all of them. Phyllis literally had to stand there in her office and watch her entire senior management team resign right in front of her face. Can you even imagine the look on her face? It's weird. Like, really weird. The whole thing is just weird because you would think Phyllis would have ironclad non-compete clauses or something, but I guess Victor's money talks louder than any contract. Actually, no, that's not even the craziest part. The staff buyout is just step one. The real gut punch, the thing that has me completely overthinking everything, is the evidence Victor is fabricating. He is using AI, yes, artificial intelligence. Victor Newman is using AI-generated evidence to frame Phyllis, Billy Abbott, and Kane Ashby, making it look like they illegally seized Newman Enterprises. Like what? Since when does Victor use AI? I guess he hired some top-tier tech mercenaries, but it just feels so modern and terrifying. But then again, that doesn't explain why he specifically chose to frame Billy and Kane alongside Phyllis. I mean, Billy kind of makes sense because Victor has always hated Billy Boy, but Kane. Okay, wait, let's talk about Kane for a second because this is where my brain starts jumping around. Why is Kane Ashby getting dragged into Victor's AI frame-up? Kane is currently drowning in his own drama. He is literally running around Genoa City and beyond trying to find a bone marrow donor to save Malcolm Winter's life. He's trying to be the hero. He's trying to win back Lily's heart by saving her uncle. And now suddenly he's going to be hit with federal fraud charges because Victor Newman decided to generate a fake audio file or video or whatever this AI evidence is. It's so unfair to Kane, but also kind of brilliant from a writing standpoint because it maximizes the collateral damage. Wait, what was I saying? Oh right, the AI evidence. And then there's Billy. Billy Abbott is already having the worst week of his entire life. And now Victor is going to frame him for corporate espionage. I mean, think about what Billy is dealing with right now. He just walked into a room and saw Victoria Newman viciously slapping a crying Sally Spectra. He just found out that Sally's pregnancy, the baby he thought was his, the baby he was ready to support, and love isn't his. Sally has been lying to him. Victoria and Audra Charles dug up the secret. And Victoria exposed it in the most brutal way possible. Billy's heart is completely shattered, his relationship with Sally is imploding. And now, on top of all that emotional devastation, Victor is going to drop fake AI evidence on his head to send him to prison. It's too much. It is literally too much for one character to handle. But I guess that's the point of May Sweeps, right? Anyway, the point is, wait, what was the point? Oh, Phyllis, right? Phyllis is facing a massive blow. She watched her staff walk out on Tuesday, and the spoilers say a second massive shock is coming on Wednesday, which has to be this AI evidence dropping. Phyllis is going to be backed into a corner, and when Phyllis is backed into a corner, she gets dangerous. She's already teaming up with Lauren Fenmore Baldwin to fight back, and Michael Baldwin is trying to run interference. But how do you fight fake AI evidence when Victor Newman controls the narrative? I feel like Phyllis is going to have to do something incredibly illegal just to level the playing field. I mean, not exactly, but kind of. She might have to go full old school Phyllis, maybe hack into Newman's servers or something. But wait, it gets worse for Phyllis, because Victoria Newman is also coming for her. Actually, speaking of Victoria, what is her deal right now? She is on an absolute warpath. She just completely destroyed Sally Specter's life. She teamed up with Audra, got the ultimate dirt on Sally's paternity secret, slapped Sally across the face, and blew up Billy's world. You would think she would be satisfied with that level of destruction. You would think she would take a breath and enjoy her victory. But no, now Victoria is pivoting straight to Phyllis. She is actively hunting for dirt on Phyllis as part of her own revenge plot. Why is Victoria so obsessed with ruining Phyllis right now? I mean, I know they have history. Everyone in Genoa City has history with Phyllis. But Victoria is looking for something specific, something related to Phyllis's dirty division or her murky past. I was thinking about this earlier, and I realized Victoria might be trying to find something that predates the Summers conglomerate. Maybe something from when Phyllis was involved with Bug or... Wait, no, that's too far back. I think it was episode 12 or 13. Somewhere around there when Victoria made that weird comment about Phyllis's old financial records. Probably doesn't matter, but I noticed she looked really smug when she said it. Okay, I know I just said the opposite, but hear me out. What if Victoria isn't just doing this for business? What if Victoria is spiraling? She's acting so vindictive, so hyper-focused on destroying the women in Billy's life or the women who threaten her family's legacy. She took down Sally. Now she wants to take down Phyllis. It's almost like she's projecting her own insecurities onto them. Or maybe she just genuinely believes she is the protector of the Newman Empire. Either way, Victoria digging into Phyllis's past is going to unearth something nasty. Phyllis's past is basically a goldmine of blackmail material. If Victoria finds the right thread and pulls it, she could completely dismantle whatever defense Phyllis is trying to build against Victor's AI attack. Okay, let me shift gears here because my brain is jumping to the other massive spoiler for April 22nd, and this one is genuinely making me lose my mind. Jack Abbott and Nikki Newman. The spoilers say Nikki and Jack are going to be caught in a compromising position by Diane Abbott. Let's just pause and absorb that for a second. Jack and Nikki, caught by Diane. This is a disaster waiting to happen, but it's also so deeply rooted in the show's history that I kind of love it. Let's really break this down. Why would Jack and Nikki be in a compromising position right now? We have to look at the context. Nikki is currently dealing with an absolute nightmare. Her son, Nick Newman, is spiraling into a severe addiction. He was in Vegas. He was driving under the influence of drugs with Adam. He's completely in denial, and he's hitting rock bottom fast. Nikki is terrified. She is a recovering addict herself. She knows exactly what Nick is going through, and she is desperate to save him. She's even teaming up with Victor to stage an intervention, but the stress has to be eating her alive. And Jack is always the person Nikki turns to when she is emotionally exhausted. They have this deep, profound connection that goes back decades. Jack is her safe space. So it makes perfect sense that Nikki would break down in front of Jack, maybe crying in his arms, maybe seeking comfort because she feels like she's losing her son. It's probably a completely innocent, highly emotional moment of vulnerability between two old friends who used to be lovers. But of course, in the world of soap operas, an innocent hug looks like a passionate embrace if you walk into the room at the wrong angle. And who walks into the room? Diane Abbott. Diane, who is already on the verge of a total psychological meltdown. Wait, let me back up because this is the craziest part of the whole user note. Diane via MGIBT GMB Cheng M Chen Trong Tan Hun Ko X VVI Patty Williams So Kwok Tan MT Kiem CAH. Yes, you read that right. Diane literally just caught Jack in a compromising situation with Patty Williams after a one-night stand. Like, wait, stop, Patty Williams. Stacey Haydock's Patty Williams, Jack slept with Patty. My jaw actually dropped when I realized this. I am trying to process why Jack would sleep with Patty. Patty is wildly unstable. She has a history of extreme violence. She's obsessed with Jack, and she's Patty. Why would Jack do this? Was he drunk? Was he drugged? Was he just completely self-sabotaging because the stress of his life is too much? I don't even know, but the fact is, he had a one-night stand with Patty, and Diane caught them. So put yourself in Diane's shoes for a second. You are Diane Jenkins Abbott. You have fought tooth and nail to redeem yourself, to win Jack's love, to secure your place as the matriarch of the Abbott family. You finally get the ring. You finally get the life you wanted. And then you catch your husband sleeping with Patty Williams of all people. You are furious. You are beyond furious. You are practically vibrating with rage. You are probably thinking about divorcing him. You are making him grovel for forgiveness. And then, while you are still reeling from the Patty Williams betrayal, while your marriage is hanging by a literal thread, you walk into a room and see Jack wrapped around Nikki Newman. Nikki, the woman who has always been Diane's ultimate rival. Nikki, the woman who Diane has fought with physically and emotionally for years. Nikki, who always seems to have a piece of Jack's heart that Diane can never touch. Diane is going to lose her absolute mind. I mean, the spoilers say they probably haven't slept together yet, meaning Jack and Nikki, but Diane isn't going to care about the context. She's not going to care that Nikki is crying about Nick's addiction. All Diane is going to see is her cheating husband, who just slept with Patty, now getting cozy with Nikki Newman. I can already picture the screaming match. Diane is going to go scorched earth. But wait, what is Jack thinking? Jack is supposed to be begging for Diane's forgiveness right now. He knows he messed up with Patty. He knows Diane is holding all the cards in their marriage right now. Why would he risk comforting Nikki in a place where Diane could see them? Is Jack subconsciously trying to blow up his own marriage? Sometimes I wonder if Jack actually wants to be happy, or if he just enjoys the chaos of constantly apologizing to the women in his life. He spent years apologizing to Phyllis. Now he's spending years apologizing to Diane. It's a pattern. Basically, Jack is a mess. And let's talk about the Patty of it all again because I can't let it go. Where did Patty even come from? She must have slipped back into Genoa City under the radar. I wonder if she has an agenda, or if she just saw Jack looking vulnerable and pounced. Patty has always believed she and Jack belong together. If she thinks Diane is going to divorce Jack over this, Patty might start planning a wedding in her head. This could escalate into a fatal attraction situation so fast. Diane needs to watch her back because Patty Williams does not play games when it comes to Jack Abbott. Okay, let me try to pull all these threads together because my brain is moving faster than my typing right now. We have Victor executing a flawless, ruthless, AI-driven corporate takeover of the Summers conglomerate, completely destroying Phyllis's entire infrastructure. We have Victoria acting as Victor's attack dog, digging through Phyllis's dirty past to find the nail in the coffin, right after she just ruined Sally Spector's life and broke Billy's heart. We have Billy and Kane getting caught in the crossfire of Victor's AI frame-up, even though Kane is just trying to save Malcolm and Billy is dealing with massive paternity trauma. And on the other side of town, we have Jack Abbott, who apparently lost his mind and slept with Patty Williams, getting caught by a furious Diane. And just when Diane is at her breaking point, she catches Jack in a compromising position with Nikki Newman, who is emotionally shattered over Nick's drug addiction. It's literally a powder keg. Every single character is operating at a level 10 of stress and paranoia. I feel like May Sweeps is going to feature at least 3 different physical altercations. We already got Victoria slapping Sully. I bet we get Diane slapping Jack, or maybe Diane slapping Nikki, or Patty slapping Diane. Actually, Patty might just shoot someone, let's be real. And what about Victor and Nikki? If Nikki is leaning on Jack for emotional support regarding Nick, how is Victor going to react to that? Victor hates Jack. Victor has always hated Jack. If Victor finds out that Nikki's crying on Jack's shoulder while Victor is busy orchestrating a massive corporate war, Victor is going to blow a gasket. He's trying to reunite with Nikki to save their son, but his ego won't be able to handle her turning to Jack Abbott. This could derail the entire intervention for Nick. Victor might get so distracted trying to punish Jack that he takes his eye off Nick, and Nick could end up dead because of Matt Clark's explosive revenge plot in Vegas. Wait, I forgot about Matt Clark. Noah and Sharon are trapped in an abandoned gas station in Vegas because of Matt Clark, and Matt is planning an explosion. If Nick is high on drugs and Victor is fighting with Jack, who is going to save Sharon and Noah? Adam is struggling with his spider persona and fighting with Chelsea. The whole Newman family is completely fractured right at the moment they need to be united. It's brilliant. It's messy, it's chaotic, it's classic Y&R and the Restless. I am so stressed out just analyzing this. I can't imagine how the characters are going to survive it. Phyllis is going to have to pull off a miracle to save her company. Jack is going to have to pull off a miracle to save his marriage, and Kane. Poor Kane just needs to find some bone marrow before Victor sends him to federal prison for a crime AI committed. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking the AI thing. Maybe it's not as sophisticated as I'm imagining. But the fact that Victor bought out the entire staff proves he is not playing around. He wants total annihilation. I just hope Phyllis has an ace up her sleeve, because if she doesn't, the Summers conglomerate is going to be swallowed whole by Newman Enterprises by the end of the week. Okay. I need to stop rambling. My thoughts are just looping at this point. I'm going to try to get some sleep, but I know I'll just be dreaming about Patty Williams and AI evidence. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I am completely lost in the sauce right now.